a Chevy-powered TR6.
Hi, I'm Jerry Drager, Drager's International Class here in Burlington, Washington. Now we get some pretty neat cars in here. We got all sorts of stuff coming and going all the time. Anyway, this is not your average TR6. It looks like TR6, but you'll notice right here, it's missing the bumper here. That's because the guy I bought it from, he cut that out. He thought it looked a little sportier this way and had it re-chromed, capped it and everything. And so he did that. And look at here, look at the headlights on here. All LED lights on here. Anyway, so it's had some stuff done to it. But you haven't seen anything yet. Look at this. This has got a Chevy 350 small block in it, in a TR6. It's got power disc brakes where it's split brake system on it. It's got discs on the rear or just on the front?
I think just on the front.
Just on the front. You can see here it's got aluminum radiator in here, cruise fan on there. I mean, it's set up to drive. Andrew will tell you he thinks it's one of the most fun cars he's driven around here.
Oh yeah, it's a blast. I mean, it's faster than our little Cobra that we got here. I mean, this thing gets traction and goes. The Cobra just spins tires. This thing's a rocket ship.
Rocket ship, okay.
Yeah. Our guys that work on our cars, they said that it was faster than it needed to be.
I don't know TR6s, and you'll look at this thing and you'll know if this is a real TR6 wheel or not. I don't know, but it's a 4-lug wheel. That's TR6. So but I don't know about this outer edge here and stuff. So I like the looks of the wheels. They look great. This car is not painted. It's been wrapped. Like a lot of people are wrapping cars, this car has been wrapped. And it turned out really well. He was real happy with it. You can just see how nice it is. I mean, the inside of this car looks good. The door panels look good. Seats look real good. You can see the steering wheel. It's got a neat steering wheel in it. I don't know if that's a TR6 wheel or not. And you can see the gauges in there. They're not TR6 gauges. We got speakers in here. It's got a radio in it. I'm not sure how well the radio works or anything. I'm not even sure I've even listened to it. Andrew may have. Of course, your gas cap right there. And again, it's wrapped. And the chrome, he did the same thing on the back bumper here. He cut this out and opened this up and had it chromed. So I assume he put this piece in here. And in the trunk, here's the battery right here. So you can see the battery. It's got a shutoff right here on there too. And you cover that over, and it's got a fuel cell. So it doesn't hold a lot of fuel. I think probably 10, 12 gallons maybe, something like that. Oh, and that's good. It just gives you an idea what it looks like. We're going to take it down the road so you can see it driven down the road too. I think we had it started yesterday. It's the first time we've had this running. And it's cold right now. I mean, here's the exhaust manifolds down here. I'm not worried about touching anything. So go ahead and start it up. You can just see it starts real good. It runs really good. It's got an exhaust tip that is loose, or inside baffle or something. We're getting that rattle out of that exhaust tip. Anyway, oh, he's got radio work?
I don't know if I've ever played with it or not.
I don't know if it works or not. It's got a lot of speakers and stuff. Oh, there's noise coming out of these back ones.
I don't know, change the channel.
Oh, I heard music or something. Anyway, I hear something. It tries to work. We don't know anything about radios. Anyway, I like the fact that they put that aluminum radiator in there and the cruise fan so it stays cool. We're going to take it outside and then we're going to take it down the freeway for you so you can see it run and drive. There's that rattle on that tailpipe. We haven't worked on it. This has got a Chevy 350 in it. Is that a 4-speed or a 5-speed? 5-speed. 5-speed. It's got a 5-speed in it with a Ford 9-inch rear end in it. So it's kind of a hot rod, to say the least.
Let's walk under this TR6 and show you what it looks like under here. We thought that the rattle we were hearing from the exhaust was the baffle that was worn out, and this pipe, you can't see it really, but it's in there, it's kind of falling apart. But now we're under here, it might be this pipe just rattling, but we are not sure. We're gonna get that tacked up there because this hanger is just sitting there. It's not really attached to anything, so that might be a little bit of our problem. But I think it's more of the baffle myself, but we just discovered that and we thought that's something we gotta address, but easy fix. Anyway, it's pretty clean under here. It's got a narrow 9-inch Ford rear end. I need some more light on here. You can see it's got the trailing arms on the rear end to stabilize it. And this thing, it wants to go straight. I mean, you step on it, it spins tires, and it just goes straight. It doesn't spin sideways. So it handles really well. You can see how clean the floor pans are under here. They're solid. I didn't see anything in the way of the rust. And again, like my dad keeps saying, we don't know these cars real well. We do a lot of, domestic cars. We don't get a lot of European and Japanese cars, but from time to time we get some stuff. So anyway, this is kind of new to us. So I have no idea what these normally look like under here, but it looks clean. I just see these welds, and I don't know if that's factory. I assume it is, but maybe they did that when they put this, this rear end in here. And I don't know if these are added on to stiffen the frame up. I would assume that's what somebody did just to make it more rigid. But pretty clean under here. I didn't, I started to wipe this down. There's just a little bit of oil on here, and I could wipe that off, but I'm not gonna spend a lot of time detailing it. But it's got some heat wrap that's on the exhaust there. There's not much to show you under here. It's not super pretty or anything, but it's clean. It's not show or anything, but it's very presentable, and not a lot of grease buildup everywhere. Like a lot of these cars just got oil and undercoat everywhere. This is not like this. I think just get in and drive it and enjoy it. You can see a lot of these parts are new. I don't know when these brakes were done. They look like the calipers are freshly painted. It's got sway bar there. There's the bottom of the 350. It's got a big, I don't know if it's a big oil pan. It looks like a standard oil pan, but it's big for this car. But anyway, there's the bottom of the 5-speed transmission. I don't know if it's a Tremec or what it is. I don't know if I can see a name anywhere on there, but it is a 5-speed, and it shifts real easily. So I assume that well, maybe those were old motor mounts, but those look like they were welded on there, but the motor's mounted up in there. I don't know if you can see it real well, but there's some more light on it. See the motor mounts there. So I don't know how much they had to alter on this car to make it work, but it drives great. And like I say, it goes straight down the road when you step on it. It's not squirrely, it's not scary to drive. I mean, it goes fast, so you gotta be ready if you step on it, but it's very drivable. Some of these cars, you get a lot of horsepower in them, they're scary because they'll spin around fast. This one does not. It goes straight. I keep saying that, but I like it. It's fun. I mean, even in the wheel wells, it looks nice and clean. Oh, and all the rubber boots and everything are all intact, and all the rubber and the bushings there are all good shape. These rubbers are good. I don't know, maybe that front end work was done when they put the motor in it, but they got disc brakes on the front and drums in the rear. That's a neat car. And you really appreciate it once you drive it. Anyway, there's another look at that rear end. Coilover shocks. And everything looks kind of new, like the emergency brake cable right there. It looks, if it'll focus. Anyway, got lots of rubber on all these tires. And you can see the bleeder for the wheel cylinders there. They look fresh. I don't know if that's a date on there. I can't, looks like something 10, 12, 20. I can't really read that, but 1137, I don't know what those numbers are. They must mean something, but beats me. But yeah, good rubber all the way around. Clean floor pans. I could have spent a little bit of time detailing on just wiping some oil up, but right here it's all greased up. I mean, that wipes right off. I don't have any blow by or anything with this motor. I think this motor has very few miles on it, but got a little bit of oil there from somewhere. Might just be a breather or something. Anyway, neat car.
So we just did the underside, and we're going to take it down on the freeway now. But look at that, you can see how nice this car is. And we found what's making the noise is the exhaust muffler bracket, so we got to fix that. Then it'll be quiet. So Andrew got the radio working, you can hear it, I hope. Anyway, I can hear it, got it loud. Anyway, we're gonna go get gas in it. How much is the gas right here now?
$6.55.
$6.55. This is unleaded premium. So the gas gauge works, as you can see right there.
So I took Jan up this road the other day. I was in third gear in no time. And I said I was doing 80. And I couldn't believe it, but I was going faster than traffic next to us here at 70-mile-an-hour zone on the I-5 there. That's not a cop there.
That's a cop right now.
I don't think so.
Picking berries. So you got your phone out?
No.
We're gonna go down I-5 here so you can see how it runs and drives down the freeway. And I gotta tell you, you want a neat handling sports car, I can tell just riding in it, it handles pretty nice.
Back down to 60. Fourth gear. Catch up the cars fast.
Now you're in fifth gear now?
Yep.
He's in fifth gear. Just rolling along nice.
Not every day do you get a chance to buy a car like this. This TR6 is special, and it is really fun to drive. It looks great, and I think you'll be real happy the way it runs and drives. It'll make you a great car. We're in Burlington, Washington. Give us a call, 206-533-9600. We'd be more than happy to talk to you about this car anytime.